Hey guys, welcome to the tutorial on how to use the M3dida Portals. Right? What this tool will do is it will take your AutoCAD 2D lines and will build them in Revit as 3D elements. So that means that walls, doors, windows will all get created in Revit. Okay. Um, some things to note is that it does not do non-orthogonal walls, so your walls have to be along the x-axis or the y-axis. Okay. Also, your doors need to have this arc swing in it. Okay, that's another thing. Also, your walls need to be within 4 inches to 12 inches of each other. So, and that's only 2 parallel lines. All right. And yeah, more edits, upgrades will be made soon. So just stay tuned for those. But this is the first version of this tool, and I hope you guys like it. All right, let me show you how it works. Okay, guys. So for how this tool works, let me show you. So we're gonna load our portal. So you're gonna use netload if you don't already have it. You're gonna go here. You're gonna enter in. You're gonna find an AutoCAD portal. Okay. And then you're gonna type in portal in the command line. Hit portal, and then a couple things are gonna come up. Okay, so you have your username up here from your whatever your Autodesk ID is. So this is mine. Okay. You're going to have entry format, and that's just telling you how the format is, and you'll see what that means in a second. So you have year, month, day, and then hour, minute, second, and then whatever your entry title is, okay? And then here's some rules. So you guys will have up to 10 entry portals stored at once in this list box right here. And then after that, you're going to be able to create unlimited amount of new portal entries, okay? So you can do this as many times as you need to. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to add our layers. So this one we're going to map our layers, okay? So we're going to select our wall layer, and so that's going to be my A wall. I'm going to select my door layer, and it's going to be A door, and then my window layer is A-glaze, okay? You're going to have your requirements for each of those elements over here. So a couple of them I mentioned earlier, parallel lines, X and Y axis, 4 to 12 inches, and then for doors, single doors only, so that means no double doors, no sliding doors, anything like that, okay? It just needs to be single doors for now. I'm going to work on integrating those other ones later. Your door swing is required, okay, so definitely necessary on that. And then it must be a block, okay, so that means no free lines running everywhere and stuff, okay, the door needs to be a block, okay. For window requirements, pretty simple, just has to be a block, okay. All right, and not too complicated, okay. All right, so you're going to see as soon as I hit this button and I select my lines, you're going to see a couple lines drawn in the AutoCAD file, okay. Those lines just, they let you know what is being saved and what's being sent to the portal. All right, if you don't want those lines drawn, you can go ahead and uncheck this. Otherwise, you can just go ahead and draw them and hit Control-Z and they'll all disappear. All right. Okay. And then of course, if you need to deselect any item, like perhaps maybe you want to skip windows in your file, you just click once again and it's gone. Okay. All right. So we're gonna hit that, select, and we're gonna select our layers or our lines. Okay, and then what do we want to name it? We're going to say floor 1. Continue. Great. Okay, now it's here, and then so if I hit cancel right here, okay, you can see these lines pop up. Okay, if you don't want them, Control-C. Also, one thing to note is that wherever your lines are drawn, so this is at 0, 0, right, and this one's, we'll say it's at 100, 100. Okay, that's where your lines are going to come in Revit. So if your lines are at 0, 1000, they're going to come in at 0, 1000 in Revit. If they're at negative 1000, negative 1000, they're going to come in at that coordinate in Revit, okay? All right, so we'll go over to Revit now. And we're going to hit our Revit Portal Importer tool. And we're going to select our entry. And, oh wait, before we do that, one thing to note is that you need to be on the level that you want to import it onto. So if you want to be on level 1, you need to be on level 1 plan. If you're going to be on if you want to bring whatever it is onto level 2, you need to be on the level 2 plan, okay? All right, so we're going to hit import, and it's going to ask us how tall we want our walls, and for me, I'm going to say I want mine at 9 feet. We're going to say continue. And there we go, okay? There's all of our walls drawn. Everything's great, and the doors and windows, the doors have the correct hand orientation, and they're facing the correct direction. All right. a couple things to note is that if you're bringing in windows and doors, you should definitely have those families loaded in your project before you end up using this tool. Okay. Other things too is that my program will try and find the correct sizes for your windows and doors. Okay, so for example, this one is 36 by 48, right? So it will try and find that family first, and if it doesn't have that family loaded, it's going to create the family. So for example, this window in AutoCAD was 3.217 feet long, okay? And obviously Revit doesn't have that loaded. That's not a native family to Revit. So it ended up finding this family, duplicating it, and then creating this family for you, okay? So that like you have your window types and you can easily go through and select and change them later on. So for now, these are just placeholders so that you guys can continue working quickly in your project and meet your deadlines. All right? Okay, so we'll do level 2 now. So AutoCAD level 2. All right, and we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna hit portal, and then as you note here, right, here's a little bit of a bigger window, right? These three, okay, and it's coming in at 0, 0. All right, so we're gonna portal, add, and then same thing. We're gonna select our wall layer for walls, our door layer for doors, and our window layer for windows. Select, okay. And we're going to say floor 2. Continue. And then we're going to come over here to Revit. And we're going to hit our portal tool again. Also, if you have these portals open, so right here I have my Revit portal open, and then in AutoCAD I have my portal open as well, okay? If you create one in AutoCAD and you don't see it pop up in Revit, in the Revit portal, just go ahead and hit reload, and it'll just refresh the list and everything will come in, okay? Alright, so we're going to select, first we're going to go to our level, the correct level that we want. Level 2, we're going to hit our portal tool, select floor 2, and how high we want our walls, we're going to say 9 feet again. And there it is. And the windows come in at the correct size we want. So we didn't have the family loaded already, so it just created 4.682 wide walls, or wide windows. And you can go ahead and change those as you guys need to later on, right? And then go to 3D, and everything's stacked and looks great. So works on multi-level buildings, towers, whatever you want. All right, guys. And then, of course, please note that these are all placeholder elements, so that you guys can just go through and then easily select similar, and then change them to whatever you guys need to. All right. Okay, guys, that's it for this tutorial. Of course, like I know Revit or AutoCAD, I know my program doesn't take in everything like you want. You might want like sliding doors, or sliding windows, or double doors and all that stuff. So if you want those integrated, please send me those blocks that you have, and I can try and begin working those into the algorithms so that they can be found and then sent to Revit as you want. Okay. And of course, like more upgrades will come, just all in due time. All right. So try not to roast me too hard in the comments and ratings. Alrighty, guys. Enjoy the tool. See you guys on the next one.